Okay, to do our next interactive notebook page, or ISN, we're going to be multiplying integers. So this is our title page. We're going to go ahead and cut on the bold and fold on the dotted like we have always done. So you can pause this video and get yours cut and then rejoin us, or you can try cutting with me. Whatever is best for you is fine for me. Make sure your scraps get put away in the scrap box. And I'm just going to leave the 4 number lines attached because they're right next to each other anyway. It'll just save one cutting step and all the extra gluing. So sometimes if you stay tuned, you can hear all that information. So I'll keep all those together. And then remember this one here, we cut just up to the dotted lines because we're going to end up gluing that just the back side because it's going to be a flap. So you'll notice that that's going to go down here. And then our hints page, our hints one, is actually going to be a fold up. So if you don't need to use the hint, you would just fold this up. The hint is there if you need it. So we're just going to fold that and put that there. This is just going to be glued there. My scrap paper I'm moving. And then these are all just arrows. And the arrows are going to be used on our number line in a moment. So I'm just going to get them cut and ready to go. And you do need those all individually, arrows, all individual. So I'm just going to cut my individual arrows really quick. However, I do believe I get to keep 2 of them long. So I am going to keep my long ones long just because I know my work is easier that way. So I'll just take both of these and leave them the way they are, the 2 long ones. So I'm just going to move those off to the side for a sec while I go ahead and glue in my title of my page, which is your multiplying integers. And then you're going to go to the very top of the page because this is going to take up most of your page. And then go with the number lines all together and as close up as you can. It fits perfectly on the page. The hints just behind the hint side and the fold up section should fold up. So you only look at that if you need to look at the hints, and then the practice just that little piece there. So these can fold up. So we're going to fill in our work then. So we're going to go back up here and fill in our sentences. So we're going to multiply. So to multiply, you're going to write multiply integers, use repeated addition. And when the first factor is positive, when the first factor is negative, use repeated subtraction. Okay, so when the first factor is positive, so this is 2 times 4, so we're going to use repeated addition. So we want to do 4 2 times. So if you look at your arrows, you should have start at the 2 These aren't big enough, I don't think. Oh, we start at 0, sorry. 2 times 4. Start at the 0. We got 4. We got 2 of them. So we're starting at the 0. We got 2 4s. So this is a 4 and this is a 4. And because the first one is positive, we're going to glue this right on that number line. Okay, the next one is 2 times a negative 4. So your 2 times a negative 4, we're still going to use repeated addition. So we're going to come this way. We're going to have negative 8. Because when one of your numbers is negative, you're going to have a negative answer. Now when you have the negative 2 times 4, we're going to actually go negatively 2 4s. So we start at 0. Here's my first 4 and my second 4. They're not as easy to manipulate with them being not together, but it's doable. You can just draw your arrows if gluing and pasting is too much. With these arrows, you can just glue them or just draw them with markers. They might be more bold by doing that also. And then the next one is negative 2. So again, we're going to use repeated subtraction. And so we're going to start here and go backwards, subtraction. And we're still going to get negative 8. Or positive 8 because it's 2 negatives. Your hints are going to help you better than the picture potentially, because I get confused by this picture as well. Your hint basically says, if it's same signs, it's positive. So 2 times 4 is 8. And then same here, 2 times negative 4 is 8. So these two are positive because 2 times 4 and negative 2 times negative 4, they have the same sign. So you can have a positive product. If you have different signs, like the two middle ones, 2 times negative 4 and negative 2 times 4, you're going to have negative answers. So there's kind of a clue for you on that. So over here in the practice, then, you need to do these two problems and then check with my book when you're done. Underneath, you would put the answer to that question, and you put the answer to that question. Use your hints if you need to. If they're the same sign, it should be a positive product. If they're different signs, it should be a negative product. And remember that product is the answer to a multiplication sentence. So when you're done with that, you can make a timeline or a number line for these two problems on the facing side. Draw a model with a number line to show negative 3 times 7 and negative 6 times negative 8. So you're making two number lines on this side that match up with this, and then you can check in my book when you're finished. And you can rewatch any parts of this if you need to, or go back if you're still not this far and I went too fast. Okay?